What if I told you that being stupid could possibly make you rich? Would you believe me? Hey, I'm asking you to do me a small favor, all right? I want you to hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as it's possible with this channel. And the more of you who hit that button is the more people we can help. Our mission here is to help as many people from the Caribbean, Jamaica, and the diaspora as we can. Bless up. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Peter Lloyd. Welcome to Peter Lloyd World of Wealth, where we discuss all things finance. Now, first up, let me just tell you, I am not a financial advisor in any way, shape, and or form. If you want to make financial decisions, seek the advice of a professional financial advisor. Now that we have gone through this disclaimer, let us talk. Now, I know you must be saying, what the heck do I mean that being stupid could actually make you rich? Now, recent statistics, and we're going to use the United States in this instance, says that 21% of Americans read below the level of a fifth grader, and 14% of Americans cannot read, period. Those are terrifying statistics, no matter how you look at it. And they also state that 130 million Americans are not anywhere near as literate as they should be. That's roughly half the population in terms of, adults, etc. Now, those are terrifying statistics. So I know that you are saying immediately, okay, can't read, can't write, can't math. How can that assist me in being wealthy or achieving financial freedom? So we're going to go into this really simple. Now, my aim here is to just make this thing as simple as it's possible. Now, when I'm talking about stupidity, I'm not referencing the traditional term, the concept of just being illiterate or being unable to read and or write, although you can actually be illiterate and still achieve financial wealth and or freedom. What I'm talking about is we tend to perceive persons who achieve wealth, especially incredible wealth, the Elon Musks, the Jeff Bezos, the Warren Buffett. There's a way that I find the media constantly references these people as brilliant. Oh, the genius, the brilliant one, etc. And I'm not knocking these people. I'm not saying that they're not necessarily intelligent or they're not, in some instances, exceptionally intelligent. I don't know them personally. I can only tell you based on what I see. But I constantly hear this reference between wealth and intelligence, which for many of us creates a sort of psychological barrier, because of course automatically we think that if I am not intelligent, I can't really be wealthy. And intelligence, of course, tends to be a very subjective concept depending on when or where you are from. What I'm saying is, you do not need to be wealthy. Apologies. You do not need to be intelligent or a genius to achieve financial freedom. You don't. The truth is, what you really need to do, if we're going to talk about the first aspect of this, is you need to understand the rules. Dominoes is a very popular sport here in the Caribbean. And if I am playing dominoes with a group of men, and one of the men in the group is playing chess, that person can't win. Even if they're a chess savant, if they're a genius, they can't win because they're simply playing the wrong game. So the truth is, in most instances, even in terms of acquiring financial freedom, what you really need to do is know the actual rules, how to achieve financial freedom. And the rules are very basic and, to be honest, kind of boring. Okay? The truth is, you don't need to be brilliant. Learn the rules, and that's why this channel exists. We're here to teach you, to break it down, how you can go from zero or close to zero to wherever you want to achieve your financial journey. So you don't need to be a genius. And the truth is, do not naturally associate people who are wealthy with being geniuses. That is not correct. I have met many persons who have done very well for themselves financially, and they are not the brightest candles in the wick. It's the truth. And I also know many professors and geniuses who are broke. Well, I shouldn't say many, but a good amount. So the association between wealth and intelligence, or wealth and genius, is highly exaggerated. And you have to understand that we tend to put a lot on wealth and the acquisition of wealth. So we're going to call people who have achieved, Elon Musk, for instance, since the election of Donald Trump, is said to have made $72.2 billion in that 25 to 30 day period. That's incredible. But it really is not about being a genius. It's about understanding the rules of the game. So how does this relate to the concept of stupidity and achieving financial freedom and or wealth? This is really very straightforward. One of the things I find when I talk to people I know well is that when we discuss investment or finance, three things happen automatically. The first thing is that there's a sort of mental block, because of course most of us weren't taught anything about money, and we think money is some, I don't know, some far away distant thing that we can't access. The second thing, of course, is the inbred and the programmed responses, meaning money is evil, people who achieve money are evil, you have to do evil things to achieve money. That also is a barrier. And of course then there's the psychological aspect of it, which is where we're getting to about being stupid. People over process. I've seen people say, I'm going to buy into the stock market, for instance, and they say this in June of 2022, and now in 2024 they still haven't started. Why? They say they're trying to understand the market, they're trying to predict the market, they're trying to time the market. We're just using the stock market as an example. One of the problems is I find people tend to overanalyze these things. I kind of believe in the philosophy of, look, you're going to do something, start. Learn along the way. Now, I'm not telling you to just jump into the concept of money and just go to the stock market tomorrow morning and just dip all your money in there. I'm not saying do that. Don't do that. That would not be the right idea. What I'm saying to you is stop overanalyzing. Start the process. Start the process can mean something as simple as educating yourself. How does this work? How do I achieve the initial part of it? What is an emergency fund? Why is it necessary? Why do I need this thing? Is it actually necessary? Okay, what is investment? What is basic investment? What is real estate? You have to actually start the process. And I think overthinking, which is a part of our intellect, can be a crippling factor. A huge problem in starting the journey. I've done a lot of different things in my life. I am no genius, not even slightly. But you know what I've learned is I'm going to get up and do it. During the pandemic, couldn't tour, and someone said to me, why don't you try YouTube? And I was like, YouTube? I didn't know much about YouTube at that point in time. I got up, I did some basic reading, I learned the fundamentals, and I just started. Music, same thing. I just started. Acting, same thing. I've just basically just done it. And I've come to realize that the people who tend to achieve the goal are the people who actually just get up and start. So when I say being stupid, what I'm actually saying is the people who are so bright, they have to analyze everything down to the last iota before they even make a decision or before they start. It tends to be a disadvantage. The people who just get up and say, okay, you know what, I'm going to do this thing, let me find out the fundamentals, and then they start and adjust as they go along. The people are not the brightest candles in the wick. The people have learned that what I need to do here is I need to simply do this thing. I need to actually just start doing this thing and then adjust as I go along. That's what I mean. So you don't need to be brilliant. You don't need to be a genius. Do not associate wealth with intelligence. People who are super wealthy do not necessarily need to be intelligent. They understand the rules, and they do something that many people who are super intelligent don't do. They start. They make the first step. So yeah, sometimes not being the brightest candle in the wick may actually work in your favor, because those are the people I find who just say, you know something, I need to do this, I'm just going to do this. I know many people who overanalyze, and that's what I mean. I'm saying you don't need to be the brightest candle. You don't need to be super educated. You just need to start. What cripples a lot of us is overanalyzing. It's trying to understand the deeper and deeper nuances before we even begin the process. I'm asking you to not do that. So sometimes, yeah, being a little stupid actually could lead to wealth, because at least it gives you the cojones to make that first step. So, hope you get the point. Wealth does not necessarily mean intelligence. And being brilliant doesn't necessarily help you with achieving wealth. The first thing is you need to get over yourself and start. You don't need to overanalyze. Just start the process. So that's it. Thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World of Wealth. I hope you get it. I hope you understand what I'm saying, that being stupid could actually help you to achieve wealth. Thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World of Wealth. My name is Peter Lloyd, and we hope that you find these videos helpful. We're trying to break down wealth in the simplest form. Now don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, hit the like button. Remember your royals, kings and queens. Bless us.